You're told you're under investigation. You walk into what appears to be a fully operational police station, uniforms, holding cells, desks stacked with official paperwork. They say your assets must be held for safekeeping. You hand over everything, but the officers aren't real. The warrants aren't real. The entire building is a billion-dollar scam built inside a fake police station, and the syndicate behind it had planned for everything. In early 2023, a Burmese-registered shell company named Maya Holdings Limited secured a lease on a 1,200-square-foot commercial unit. The location sat on the second floor of a busy, mixed-use building in the business district of Malamine, Myanmar. To the landlord, the tenants seemed like ordinary corporate professionals. They paid the monthly rent of $2,500 through Cambodian Money Mule bank accounts, funded by converted cryptocurrency. Behind closed doors, a syndicate led by Somsak Phanthong began transforming the empty space into a theater of intimidation. Over several weeks, workers shaped the interior to match the precise layout of a genuine law enforcement facility. They built a reception area, records desks, and 2 private interrogation rooms. They installed fluorescent lighting to mimic a cold government office, and stocked metal cabinets with fake arrest warrants and counterfeit evidence logs. They even built a holding cell, complete with a heavy metal gate. Phanthong understood that authority could be fabricated. By acquiring decommissioned police insignia, custom letterheads, and real uniforms, his group manufactured credibility step by step, turning ordinary real estate into a tool of absolute coercion. The illusion required more than physical walls. It demanded a mountain of administrative fiction. Inside the metal filing cabinets, operatives organized stacks of counterfeit arrest warrants bearing the official seal of the Bangkok Metropolitan Police Department. Fake evidence logs detailed seized digital assets, while false hold orders authorized detention pending investigation. Somsak Phanthong recruited former military and ex-police officers through private telegram channels, putting them through a 3-day training program. These recruits practiced voice modulation, script delivery, and mock video call roleplay to perfect their performances as high-ranking investigators. To project this authority globally, the syndicate expanded past the physical room using digital manipulation. Operatives initiated video calls on accounts, configured with virtual backgrounds of official government offices. They used specialized internet telephone providers to spoof caller IDs, displaying authentic Thai police hotline numbers starting with +662 on the victim's screens. During these high-stakes video calls, scammers utilized dual monitor setups. One monitor showed the actor sitting inside the fake Malaman station, while the other displayed a pre-recorded loop of a bustling police dispatch center. For a target thousands of miles away, the digital presentation appeared seamlessly linked to a vast, functioning state apparatus. Once a victim surrenders control of their money, the syndicate instantly converts the cash into a highly mobile digital shield. Scammers direct targets to deposit funds through weakly regulated cryptocurrency exchanges like BitExpress, or peer-to-peer channels such as Paxful and Local Bitcoins. These platforms require minimal identity verification, allowing the physical cash to slide into the digital space almost anonymously. From these entry points, the assets flow directly into a designated group of addresses known as a wallet cluster. Controlled by Somsak Phanthong's network, this cluster acts as the primary collection point, but the syndicate does not leave the money there. In modern cyber laundering, storage is a vulnerability. Rapid movement is the primary defense. Within minutes of a successful transfer, automated scripts execute a series of cross-chain swaps, a technique called chain hopping. The software moves the assets from one blockchain to another, perhaps swapping Bitcoin for Ethereum, before bridging the tokens onto Solana. Each hop across blockchains requires a different digital ledger, a new transaction hash, and separate network fees. By shifting the assets across completely separate ecosystems, the syndicate shatters the once linear financial trail into isolated, disconnected fragments. To a bank investigator or an anti-money laundering specialist, the cohesive path of the victim's money simply vanishes. It is replaced by a series of seemingly unrelated transactions scattered across the decentralized web. This entire multi-layered migration unfolds in minutes, leaving traditional financial systems and investigators far behind. The syndicate buries any remaining digital connections using automated mixers and privacy-focused wallets. Operatives route the fragmented assets through protocols like Tornado Cash, Wasabi Wallet, and Chip Mixer. To sever the transaction history completely, they swap a portion of the funds into the privacy coin Monero before shifting it back into Bitcoin. Around $850 million of the stolen wealth passed through these tumbling services, leaving analysts with dead-end paths. To return this virtual cash to the traditional financial system, the group moves the mixed cryptocurrency to offshore exchange accounts in Singapore and Hong Kong, converting the assets into stablecoins like USDT and USDC. These digital dollars are sold on peer-to-peer markets to buyers in Cambodia and Vietnam, who deposit cash directly into local bank accounts owned by frontmen. The final phase of concealment relies on a network of 35 shell companies registered in Panama, the Seychelles, and the British Virgin Islands. Using virtual offices and nominee directors, these front entities open accounts at mid-tier banks in Estonia and Latvia, taking advantage of loose European passporting rules. They route the money through UAE-based banks via SWIFT transfers. Because these bank accounts remain dormant for a 30-day cool-off period before receiving any international funds, basic onboarding checks and anti-money laundering controls fail to flag the suspicious activity. Each layer operates in a separate jurisdiction, turning what should be a glaring international money laundering pipeline into a series of routine, isolated corporate transfers. The syndicate's layered defenses cracked from a single oversight. In early 2023, cyber forensics teams analyzing a victim's laptop extracted a hidden IP address from the metadata of a recorded video call, 185.73.12.44. The address resolved to a static internet line in Malamine, registered to Maya Holdings Limited, the exact shell company leasing the second-floor office. Simultaneously, investigators traced a device IMEI number from a phone used in the calls to a Bangkok electronics market, where Somsak Phanthong's associate had purchased it. This direct forensic link transformed a ghost-like digital network into a concrete physical target. Recognizing the scale of the fraud, Interpol, the FBI, and the Royal Thai Police assembled a multinational task force, quietly sharing intelligence as they prepared to move against the fake station. At 2 in the morning on June 14, 2023, Operation Iron Shield went tactical. Coordinated SWAT units from the Thai and Myanmar police, supported by an FBI liaison team, breached the second-floor Malamine office. Inside, the Grand Theater of State Authority instantly crumbled into a physical crime scene. Operatives scrambled to wipe hard drives, but forensic teams intercepted the data, securing the digital infrastructure of the entire laundering network. Officers cleared the fake interrogation rooms, discovering 12 terrified victims still held inside. They were released unharmed. The physical search turned up 2 sets of counterfeit police uniforms, 12 laptops, 8 smartphones, and 3 encrypted solid-state drives loaded with spoofing software. In the back rooms, investigators seized 150 kilograms of cash, worth $1.5 million, alongside the private keys to cold storage wallets holding $12 million in stolen cryptocurrency. 6 primary suspects were arrested on site. The fake precinct, once an imposing instrument of absolute coercion, was reduced to rows of tagged evidence bags, ending Somsak Phanthong's billion-dollar illusion from the inside out. Today, the greatest threat is no longer hidden in the shadows. It is engineered in corporate boardrooms. When syndicates can weaponize reality itself, trust becomes our greatest vulnerability. The next trap is already waiting. Share your thoughts in the comments below.